Welcome back to Review as we dig deeper into the world of sports. And David Moyes seemed to be keeping his job after all. That's thanks to his fiery godfather, Robin Van Persie. Well, speaking of father, that's what Terry Fenwick seems to be to W Connection. I mean, that kind of spanking that the Savanetta boys took from their central rivals last weekend, only a father could administer that. Well, point 14, it is official. You could only win a match at Mahaika Oval. And I make no apology in saying that. Unless, of course, a special arrangement is made. I don't know, season tickets, team jersey, Wi-Fi at games. Well, that is exactly what I meant. Shame on you sport fans for thinking otherwise. Well, Usain Bolt, you've got to look out. We've got our very own replica straight from Taiwan to boot. I mean, did you see Jonathan Farina's performance on the weekend? He was like this and like that and celebrating before the finish line and stuff. Well done, young man. 10-18 is a fantastic time for a 17-year-old. It kind of reminds me of someone. I think it starts with a D. Okay, let me dust off my book of forgotten names. All right, Darrell Brong. How could I forget? Hey, don't blame me for my Trini memory. Well, speaking of memory, it seems like everybody's all of a sudden remembering the words to that David Rudder song. Do you remember that song? Rally, rally, rally round the West Indies. Bunch of bandwagoners, you West Indians. We certainly wish the team well at the World Cup though. And congrats to Jehu Gordon and Giselle Ann for winning the Sportsman and the Sportswoman of the Year award. Even though rumors have it, and we don't really advocate rumorism, which is not really a word by the way, but the powerlifter Giselle Ann, I'm told that she couldn't even lift the trophy. Hey, not my words, don't shoot the messenger. Let's now check out the stories that made the director's cut this week.
Grateful, that's our newly crowned First Citizen Sportsman of the Year, Jehu Gordon, described winning the title. Jehu won the award thanks to a brilliant 2030 season that saw him win 2 IAAF Diamond League meets, along with clocking 2 of the top 5 times of the year. He capped it all off by claiming the World 400-meter hurdles title at the IAAF World Championships in Russia in a time of 47.69 seconds. Speaking after receiving the prestigious title, the world champion said he always wanted to win the award.
To be honest, I always wanted to win the FCB Male Athlete of the Year. I was up on the stage in 2010, I think coming into 2011, based off of the 2010 season, right? And I won the Junior Sportsman of the Year. In 2011, I was nominated the top 10 among the male senior, but I was never able to win this prestigious award, boy. But at this point in time, I'm just happy that I won it. You know, it's just hard work. Competition is so stiff in Trinidad and Tobago that you just never guaranteed this top spot. And at this point in time, it's really to just be grateful.
Meanwhile, Sportswoman of the Year, powerlifter Giselle Ann Jackman, said she was in total shock. Jackman copped the award ahead of the likes of short putter Cleopatra Burrell Brown and table tennis player Ryan Chong. And she could not hide her surprise after the ceremony.
I'm really shocked. I didn't expect to get this. I was like, all right. I didn't even expect to place in the top 10, so it's really a big shock for me. I was so happy because, you know, sometimes you work so hard for something and then, you know, it takes so long to get rewarded. But I'm in powerlifting for like a little over 2 years and to accomplish placing in the Pan American Games and to get this award. It's like really, I don't know how to describe that anymore.
Both teams entered this match laying mid-table. The Defence Force 5th on 23 points and Point Fortin Civic FC 4th on 29 points, while both needing victory to keep abreast with the top 3. And it would be non-stop action from the get-go, with the two teams having some good chances in the opening minutes. However, it would be Point Fortin though who would come closest, but they would be denied twice by the bar. However, the Army men from there on took control of the game as the Soldiers came close a number of times. They eventually took the lead off this corner, Josimar Belgrave claiming it. The Army men continued to attack, but 1-0 is how it would stay until the half. Until the second 45, and the Southern boys came out strong, taking the attack to their opponents, and they would again rock the bar here, as not even a red card to the Defence Force Glenn Franklin would help their cause. The Army men coming away 1-0 winners, and with the valuable 3 points.
We pick up the action with Police leading this contest 2-0, and they have another opportunity here. Oops, just wide of the mark. They would get another opportunity when this ball goes to hand, and the referee doesn't hesitate as he points to the spot. It's a penalty. Kareem Perry would step up to take this one, and he makes it 3-0 to Police.
And Police would seal the deal with a thumping boot into the corner. 4-0 Police over St. Anne's Rangers.
The Central Derby saw Leaders Derby Connection faced second place Central FC, and the Savanetta boys looked dangerous, and Jan Michael had to be quick to divert Shadon Winchester's goal with attention. How would Central respond to that? 2 words: Marvin Oliver. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner as Central takes the lead. Here they come again as Quintero tries to control. Get out of the way, here comes Guerra, and Central go 2 up on their bitter rivals. Check out the RoboCup dance celebrations. There was more where that came from. Meccano finding Plaza, who does the Hopsy Daisy, and it's the Sharks who run this song, leading 3-0, all in the first half. Their victory would be tainted though, as Guerra finds himself on the wrong side of referee Harris's wrath, and Central would end the match with 10 men, but they win the contest, 3-0.
Trinidad and Tobago cricketers made it a perfect 32 from 32 points when they defeated the Leeward Islands by an innings and 107 runs in the latest round of matches in the WICB Regional 4-Day Tournament at the Queen's Park Oval. Needing 4 wickets on the final day for victory, the home side needed just over an hour to complete victory. Hayden Walsh was the first wicket to go when he was caught at slip of the bowling of skipper Rayad Emirates. He was followed soon after by Tanito Woodett, who was caught behind off Gabriel attempting to pull. There was a brief 54-run partnership between Gavin Tong and Justin Artinez, with the latter getting to 38 while playing some big shots. But when Artinez fell, the writing was on the wall as the innings was wrapped up 2 overs later, the Windward Islands all out for 238. Bowling for TNT, Imran Khan had figures of 5 for 53, while the Leeward Islands skipper, Kieran Powell, top scored with 67. Speaking after the match, Red Force skipper, Emirates, was in full praise of his batsmen.
Batsmen showed up in this game. We were asking for runs after the first game, and thank God, we got it this game. Akil again did the job for us with the bat this time. Young, Katwaru, Bravo, and Lewis. So, the batting is looking promising. It's early in the season still, but it is for us to continue now.
And man of the moment and man of the match, Akil Hussain, who made his maiden century in the match to cup the second man of the match title, said his hard work is paying off.
It was a really great achievement for me. I've been working really hard in the nets. Just a couple of days before the match, I left the oval here like 12 a.m. in the morning. I had my little brother and them helping me out, trying to utilize the time as much as possible, spending time batting. So it was just some hard work paid off for me.
Valencia Heat took on Schoolers in the Super 10, and the Ministry boys looked hot early, sinking the 3-pointer. And they were making their early shots count. Here's a nice short jumper for your money. Here's another outstanding shot from beyond that finds the hole with the net for 3 more. And check out this highlight moment. 2 left for dead, and Dumarel gets fancy under the rim. Dumarel will return the favor as his teammate drops it like it's hot for more points, as Schoolers led by 1 at the end of the first quarter. Heat would assume the lead after that as they stuffed this one down their throat. And Valencia showed that they had credit to dial distance as well, as they pulled away 43-35 at the half. They would pull away by the third quarter, stretching the lead to 12. Schoolers would try to fight back. Here's a bit of luck and brilliance to make the shot. But this game had one winner, and their name was Valencia Heat, taking victory 75-65.
The Hazy Crawford Stadium was the venue for this weekend's Curfter Trials. And in the girls under 18, the start list looking very good.
And it's a clean start. As they come around and that first bend, it looks very, very tight indeed. Lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6 looking very close, but it's Vince and Ferguson pulling away. Here comes Spence on the inside, but it's Ferguson holding them up.
But in the end, it was Abilene Wildcats Ferguson who took victory with 24.78 clocking, with Spink second of Neon Trackers in 24.92 and Niels third of Concord Athletics in 25.88. In the boys under 18 200 meters,
lightning fast, they come around the track, they're out of the blocks. This is the boys under 18 200 meter finals as they come around the arc, heading down the home stretch. You can see the bright colors in the middle of the field. Coming down on the outside, it's Kashif King, point 14 New Jersey. On the inside, he's being pursued. That's Akani Hislop Zenith. Oh!
in the end, it was King winning in a time of 22.00 seconds. It's time now to check out the girls under 20 200 meter.
The 200 meter final for girls under 20. They're looking to surpass that 24-second time. And as they come around the top turn, Denoon leading. Here comes Kate Clark. Clark and Denoon and Clark. Kate Clark of Brentford of Washington takes it.
And congratulations to Clark of Pointe-a-Pierre, followed by Denoon in second, with Telesford bringing up third. In the boys under 20 200 meter, this was expected to be a keen contest, with young Marshall Cedeno expected to take part, as well as Jonathan Farina.
Cedeno should be the favorite to win this one. Guevara on his outside as we come into the turn and into the straight.
Unfortunately for Cedeno, he pulled out with injury, and that meant that Guevara would speed away with the title in 21.42 seconds, followed by Ballantyne of Alpha Athletics and Phillips in third. In the boys 100 meter, a very strong start list for this event. But in the end, there would only be one winner, Jonathan Farina, in a blistering time of 10.18 seconds, winning the boys 100 meter, certainly a bright prospect for the future.
The Port of Spain Netball League will now be known as the Lister Lewis Port of Spain Netball League in celebration of their 75th anniversary. This was announced at the opening ceremony held at the Jean Pierre Complex recently. In an exhibition match played at the venue, Port of Spain won against a combined team Mayara San Fernando. While the tournament is set to start at the beginning of April, the knockout competition will continue until the end of March. The under-16 youth team is also currently in training for a competition set to take place in Antigua from April 1st.
Ready? When we come back, Kern is on the inside to break down this week's top stories. Don't go anywhere.